didn't do the debate, but I created a kind of interface and a debate interface for Kalidasa and Shakespeare. So yeah.
That could be interesting. Did you introduce our project to the India people? Just for
yes, I go to India a lot, so I always enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. If we have a chance to connect with them, we could share our project to the Indian people, I think.
Yeah.
If it,
Yeah.
So, so let's start the progress meeting just for a little, and
Okay.
we'll start the. We have a three previous meeting recap. We could be the 3 parts index. With the first is a recap. We did the discussion is 2 months ago, 11/15,
Yeah.
Friday, I think. So our project will be the Shihan, with our junior researchers in the virtual dojo, and she'll do the part 1 recap. What was the we discussed in the last November, and the part 2 could be the design UI. You see the initial UI with the little similar to the Claude UI or GPT UI, but we change a lot, not just for the design and the make new concepts about the capybara with arena. So she'll show and shares about our UI design overview. And part 3 next could be the usability task plan and paper plan. I mentioned you about the paper plans. Paper plan too. Is it okay to load your name as an author? I asked about it.
Yes, I would be honored if you're sure that that you want to do that. You don't have to do that,
But yeah, I'll take my mics to the Shihan right away. Shihan, could you start the presentation?
Okay, let me start some progress. Hello, Professor. It's great to see you again. Anyway, moving on. Thank you so much for joining our progress meeting today. And I'm Xian Yu, and I'll be presenting our updates. The last time we met was on November 14th, right? So it's been a while. So today we'd like to show you the progress we had made since then and check if we are on the right track and get some of feedbacks. So here's our agenda for today. First, I'll start with a brief recap of our last discussions. Then I'll show you our UI designs, updates, and which we've working hard on. And after that, I'll explain our plans for pilot tests. And finally, I'll wrap up with our future roadmap, including usability tests and paper plan and overall timetables. So starting with a recap, as you know, Sopibara is a philosophy education platform using characterized multi-agents. So our core design focus to let users observe debates between philosophers and intervenes in their reasoning process. So if you look at figure 1 on the left, you can see the user flow diagram we designed to support this experience. So ultimately, our goal goes beyond simply answering questions that we aim to cultivate if users' philosophical thinking and reflective abilities. So next, to achieve this goal, we tried to sharpen our inquiries. So we narrowed it down to 3 key axes to clearly define what we want to explore. So first thing is that can the agents maintain their distinct philosophical premise, values, and argument styles? So in other words, is the design showing the clear difference between philosophers? And the second one is that we focus on whether user intervention feels intuitive, and especially in terms of methods, button placements, and timing. So, and lastly, third, can the user successfully follow the philosopher's thoughts processes throughout the debate? So next, based on these axes, we made some of decision regarding the system designs. So first, regarding the debate format, last time you recommended the NSDA format. So we looked into it and had some of discussion with our team. And we found that there are some difference in the order, but the core structure is actually quite similar to CEDA. So as it is a slightly simpler version of our users to follow, we decided to stick with the CEDA format we used before. And the second is the moderator. And we defined the moderator rule as a guidance without authority. So this ensures that the users focus entirely on philosopher logic without biased by an external judgment or winner declarations. So we want them to meditate the logic, not the score. So the third one is user interventions. So we define this as a reflective agents rather than disruptions. So instead of using a real-time chat interface where user can interrupt anytime, we used turn-based interventions. So this compels the user to pause and fully digest the philosopher's argument before formulating their own questions. So we believe that this intentional delay fosters deeper thinking rather than impulsive or chat-like reactions. So let's move on to the second, the UI design. Is there any questions by now?
Actually, could you go back to the previous? I just what the last thing you said about the turn-based rather than chat. I'm not sure, because chat is also turn-based, no? So what, can you say a word more about what you mean? It sounds very interesting. I'm just trying to fully understand what you're doing.
Can I answer this question?
The turn-based user intervention, the difference to a normal chat.
I think it's a good question first, because can I see this figure one first? And in the previous simulation, it is based on the rule base, so we just could see what is going on with the discussion between of them. As you know, debates is based on the moderator and the affirmative and negative, and users or viewers just viewing what is going on with the affirmative or negative. We could see the term basis. We just see that is the negative interaction.
You would just observe 3 rounds or 4 rounds without being able to intervene or stop.
Yeah, previous methods was all of that.
Yeah,
it's based on just the turnaround is themselves. In this case, we just use the user intervention as a turn-based. It means just see the next turn is the previous method is like that, but we could directly questionize to the philosopher A or philosopher P to just do the answers about the key topics of them, and we can reject the answer based on what, for example, the topic is what is the love. If user asks what is the death, it is totally different from the topic, right? So philosopher can say that this is not an appropriate topic. You can say you can only answer or you can only question about what is the topic. You remind it. Based on our project, we could say not just for seeing what is the love about the discussion. We can intervene what is the love with intervening directly or indirectly with another philosophers to say, ask to the Aristotle or Confucius or anything we can right away. So it could make some controversy to the term-based user intervention, because it is a little exactly same to the chat as you mentioned. This is the correct feedbacks about that. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I think thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Turn to the mic.
Okay, so moving on to the UI design. As next one. Next. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I saw the spoiler to the professor. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I love that retro gaming.
Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, we decided to go with a retro vibe for the overall look and feel, and we wanted to be fun and approachable. So this is the main page of our web platform, and users have three main options to choose from. So first is the one-by-one chat, where you can have some conversation with individual philosophers, capybaras. And the second one is the arena, so where the top two select capybaras engage in a debate. And lastly, the about page is which introduce our project team and visions. So next, to be and here we have our philosophy capybaras, and are they cute? So on this screen, users can select one of these characters to have conversations, to provide some context before they start. Each card clearly displays the philosopher's name and the specific era in which they were active. And the next page. And this page represents the one-by-one chat interface. At the top of the screen, users can easily select or switch between different characters. And at the center, we have a clear visual cues indicating exactly which capybaras the user is about to start a conversation with. And the next page is the arena sections. And as you can see, before jumping straight into the debate, we have this intro screen, and it provides a brief explanations to set the context for the users, and follow the start button to initiate the sessions. So next, now once the user click the start, they enter the arena debate interface, so which is a core space where philosophical discussions happens. And the screen is designed to help users follow the debate clearly while staying actively engaged. And at the bottom, users can input a topic or questions to initiate the debate. And the top center, we display a timer and progress bar, so which we could indicate both the remaining time and the current debate phase, so such as like round or rebuttal or closing. And the left side, there's a conversation log, and this shows the review of entire dialogue histories. Yeah, and the center, the debate area, the two philosophy capybara will be coming up, and I will show you in the next page. So next, on the screen, we introduce the perspective option cards. So this make user to choose the philosophical perspectives. So each card represents a distinct perspective, such as like ontological or like methodical, like that one. So
methodological.
So users can explore the same topic from fundamentally different ways to thinking. So
that's great.
So this design encourages users to recognize the conceptual diversities rather than like just philosophical questions. Once the perspective is selected, moving to the next, this is the match preparation stage. So in the system, they automatically select the top two philosopher capybaras that are most related to the topic entered by the user. So next.
Do you select them, the selection agent? Is it just a keyword search, or is it do you use a large language model to iterate over them?
Large language model we use.
Okay.
So next, next page. Thank you. So here is our selected 2 participants. The moderator then announced the selected topic, formally like opening the debate. So the steps help personalize the debate experience while keeping the participation selection. So next, on this screen, the debate is fully in progress. So on the left side, the active conversation log displays a history of debates.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, users are given a simple choice that they can intervene by asking a question or let the debate continue to.
So this is what I was asking earlier. And now I now fully understand.
So this and the next page. Thank you. On this screen, users can filter the conversation history using that checkboxes, allowing them to view either their own inputs or philosophers' responses. And this user log highlights the user's past interventions, making it easier to track how their questions influence the flow of debate. And the next page. In this page, user can choose how to ask their questions, either like directly to philosophers or through the Sopivara as a mediator. So like allowing different
and what
levels.
What difference would that make? Asking directly or asking via the moderator?
Can I answer seriously? This ask via the Sopivara it doesn't mean to ask to the moderator. It means ask to other Sopivara, not Confucius, not Buddha. It means that other philosophers. Other philosophers.
Okay.
I think it makes a controversy. So it's a confusion. I think I have to change that sentences. Thank you.
Maybe ask via another Sopivara is really what you mean.
The other Sopivara.
Okay.
Thank you.
Understood.
Okay, so the next page. So here's user simply enter and submit their questions, and then next page. And in these steps, user choose which Sopivara will ask the questions on their behalf. So these options represent the next ranked philosophers. So they are like ranked at 3rd or 4th and 5th. So excluding the top 2 already selected for debates.
So now you're essentially turning it into a 3-way debate from a one-on-one debate.
Oh yeah, it's right. So like, as you see, the current label is A, B, and C, but in the final version, each will display the actual philosopher's name. So the next is, and this is the final screen. The phase indicator highlights that the debate has entered the closing stage. The moderators delivers brief closing remarks, and the session is complete through the end button. So the next.
And the closing remarks, are they a kind of summary of the debate, or it's just a formal closing in some sense?
It's the formal, is it right? Yeah, it's just a formal.
Okay.
So, and at the end of the session, users save the conversations and exit through the save and exit steps. So, so the next steps. So now let's move to the final step, which is the next step. And now I'd like to introduce our usability test plans. So the main goal is the qualitative validate both our interactions, designed and user philosophical engagement with the Sofibara platform. So we focus on whether users actually think more deeply and meaningfully through this system. So our target users are not experts, but who are interested in philosophies. So typically aged 20 to 35. So, and we intentionally choose participants without formal philosophy trainings to evaluate whether the platforms is accessible to general users, not only the specialists. So we focus on 4 core features: persona design and RAG transparency, and question scaffoldings, and the debate format. So we use the moderated usability testing, including think a lot protocols and screen recordings, and semi-structured interviews with each session lasting about 60 to 70 minutes. So next, these usability tests are guided by 4 research questions. First, we examined whether the capybara philosopher persona lowers physical barriers and increase the engagement in philosophical learning. And the second one is we investigate whether RAG-based source transparency improve truth and learning effectiveness. So, and third one is we evaluate whether question scaffoldings successfully transforms everyday concerns into deeper philosophical inquiries without losing user intent. And finally, we ask whether our debate-based learning format supports active participations and meaningful learning. So next, so the test is structured into 6 sequential stage. So we begin with a screening questionnaires to understand participants' backgrounds and reasoning ability. And next, we assess first impression of the philosophy personas, focusing on like emotions or expectations things. And participants then input persona dilemmas and evaluate how well the system converts them into philosophical questions. And in stage 3, user interact in one-on-one RAG supported conversations while we track how they engage with source citations. And lastly, no, it's not last. Okay, stage 4, 15 minutes. Oh, focus on debate experiences. So where participants observe 2 philosophers and actively intervene. And finally, we conduct a post-test survey and in-depth interview. So next, so we are planning to collect both quantitative and qualitative data. So seeing the quantitative, we measure like alignment between user intent and convert philosophical questions. And second, source checking behavior and dwell time. And also the CUQ plus usability scores across trust and interventions and values. And lastly, the engagement and perceived agency during the debate. And the qualitative data, we analyze the think aloud transcripts and emotional responses using product react card and interview quotes that on character perceptions and debate dynamics. And lastly, the observational cues such as hesitations or facial experiences. So next, for each research questions, we set clear evaluation criteria. So, for example, we assess persona effectiveness through CQA, CUK scores and users' emotional responses. So we measure trust in RAG by tracking how often users checked sources and mentioned them in interviews. So we evaluate question scaffoldings based on whether the system preserves user intended and encourage deeper thinking. And we assess debate usability through engagement levels and how actively users intervenes. So we use the mixed method approaches, combining the system data and usage log and user feedback to understand both problems and positive experiences. So based on these results, we will create prioritized improvement plans for the next design. And next, so from this study, we expect three main outcomes. The first one is the quantitative summaries showing how well the system performs for each research questions. And the second one is the qualitative insight report, including user quotes and observed behavior patterns. And the third, an interaction analyze, such as how users check sources or choose when to intervene. So ultimately, we aim to confirm that persona design make philosophy feel more approachable and RAG transparency increase trust without overwhelming users and preserves user intent while encouraging deeper thinking, and the format supports active and reflective learning. So next. Based on this work, we plan to submit two ACM conference. We are planning to submitting two ACM conference demos. The first one is DIS, which can focus on interaction designs, user experience, and innovative interactive systems. And the second one is IVA, an ACM conference centered in intelligent virtual agents and character-driven interactions and social AI, which align well with our work. So next. So this diagram shows our current debate flow, and the rectangle part is that we developed it so far. So we will show the demos for you. We could see this rectangle part one.
Can I brief this shortly about this part? Can you hear my voice?
Yes,
I can, yes.
So sorry. This current development stage means that we are trying to refine the rags and redesign all the new parts. So we're trying to follow up the products right away. Unfortunately, this does not work because of the division between the moderator roles or any other things is so hard to design as much as we expected. So first of all, you can see the full version of one-on-one chats is translated to English and you can use it right away. And you could see the topic intros, and when you enter the questions, you can see what philosopher will shows animations as talk with, which each one just one time right away. So until the meeting, so we are trying to make a fully developed in 13th February. Is still in Friday. We could share these full links or about just a meeting once again, like in these days. It is okay to see once again in this meeting or this meeting.
I think so. Let me double check. I was going to be in India again, but that meeting just got canceled. Oh, probably yes. There's a very
Okay.
small chance I will be in Germany, but I think I'm canceling that meeting actually. So that should be fine.
Okay, I'll remind you later. And until the paperwork, we have to submit the 26th, last day of actual last day of the February. In this case, before the submitting the paper, our members will have to do two things. I'll share the information you have to do with later. By the way, I'll share some links you can use it right away. Could you see the links?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stop the sharing the screen, and you can use the right. Can you share your screen to when you? Yeah.
Okay, I just opened it. Let me share screen. Where did it go? Here. Can you see? Am I sharing the screen? Oh yeah, there I see it. I see it. Yeah.
Great.
So the one-on-one chat is working. You said, right?
Yeah, fully working.
All right. Look at that. By the way, how did you design the kind of retro background interface? Technically, what program did you use?
We did use. Can you type the what program we used? That one, just to write in Korean. I'll translate in. Oh, we used not using bytecoding. We just used fully using JavaScript with the design. We have new designers in here, so.
I see.
Yeah, fully design. Yeah, not using AI.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can use.
I like it. Yeah. That's great. So now yes. That's great. Should I ask a question?
Yeah. I hope it should work well with English.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
I know how it feels.
When I did a real sauce, it works well with English. How about right away? Yeah. Right. Oh, great. Oh, that's great. But I think it's too long for the answering the question, so we have to shorten it just a little, or
maybe,
just
but it's a complicated thing. Yeah, it's very good. It's very accurate frameworks.
Yeah, but it seems the problems we're doing with Arena. So we didn't do the token constraint in prompt right away. So we have to shorten, I think.
Yes, it's true. It basically, it's not very conversational. It's very, here's the definition, here's a block.
It is a little bit looks like a real theories. It seems he has a lecture slide, right? I think.
Yeah.
You can ask another philosophers just using a backburn the laptop using.
Okay, so yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just using
Okay. Which large language model are you using?
GPT-4 Omni right away. GPT-4 Omni and GPT 4.1 Nano just for the translator. Yeah. Do you think the tone and the knowledge is appropriate for right away, not just for the length of the conversation?
I'm reading. I'll answer your question a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this answer, because it was a more personal question, is more personal. It's not the other. I would say the answer, but it was a factual question. So what is the chatbot supposed to do? But it didn't seem with all of this. And as you know, I'm working on similar, philosophical chatbots. Increasingly, my challenge is that if you typed this question into just GPT 4.5, how different is the answer? And sometimes it's not. But that's just because the large language models are getting, better and better. And so, but no, I like this. This is a more personal. I like this answer a lot. But it just shows that if you ask a more personal question, you get a more personal answer. If you ask a more encyclopedic question, you get a more encyclopedic answer. But I think that's unavoidable given the tone of the question. So yeah, I think this is very high quality. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Do you have any questions to our team members, to the Professor Martin?
I mean, I'm so impressed by the whole thing. It's really great. I think you really have come a long way. This is great. I would say that if the chat purpose, this is in my own projects, what I'm trying to do. If the goal is to keep the conversation going, then I think it's good for the answer to end on a question, a follow-up question. So if the Buddha now asked me another question that comes from there, then I would, continue the conversation. So that for the arena, that's not necessary, because there you have the rounds and the moderation and the possibility of intervention. But for the one-on-one, in my experience, it's good to end not with an answer and then the answer is the conversation is over, but to try to formulate a follow-up question to the user.
Yeah, we could modify the prompt to just making a chain of questions, making out as a final output there, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. And you please click the buttons. Use the written in Arena.
Okay.
Arena, and you, it's a symbol. And you, as you see in this, some people only support Korean and English first, just for the development. Yeah. The debate starts. When you enter, the debate starts.
Yeah, very good. Oh yeah, I like that. Live text. That's good. Okay, what should I ask?
Just writing a simple, What? Oh my God! I didn't see anything. I didn't see. I didn't. So
I think that's a good debate question.
Oh, Aristotle.
Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is just before the making question convert, because we just make make a prompt UI, just like conversation each other first. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that. Like force is not
Very
practical,
good.
not victorious by Aristotle.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is very
this.
good. This is very good.
I think, yeah, it could be the problem with while the response is too long. It makes UI to compress each other button like this. So in the arena, we have to shorten the prompt, shorten the response like this. What do you think?
I'm just reading. I'm taking it in.
Sorry.
So it's interesting because Aristotle just goes into the reasoning. Nietzsche introduces himself. And then opponent's argument. This is Aristotle. Harshim, according to my analysis, taking green is neither.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought the Aristotle is spot on and it's beautifully rendered. I'm a little confused by the Nietzsche because first he introduces himself, that's fine. Then he is basically just ventriloquizing, repeating Aristotle's argument without clearly stating so.
Yeah, I think there's a
I find that a little bit confusing. So I think I see what you're trying to do. You are trying to now have Nietzsche respond to this argument, but he is sort of summarizing it at great length and then isn't really producing a counter argument yet.
This is just a part of it. So for this stability, we have to do a meeting in the offline because it could be making more hard those answer to or any other possible tells. We have to do some ping pongs as you mentioned it. So
I think there should be a 2-sentence summary opponent's argument, but then Nietzsche's counter argument. Clearly, my answer to this argument is the following, and that isn't clearly coming through, I think.
Because I think we should have some difference between Aristotle's versus Nietzsche's prompt, because we just adapt the same prompts as the one-on-one chat, so we have to modify or shorten and make some final version, I think. This is our initial prototypes of Sopibara, and it could be make more development points, and we have to do a lot of more to do. Before end this meeting, my final goal should be in the July. You visit once again in Korea just for the SKKU, right?
Yes.
So before the meeting, before the SKKU your lecture, we'll make more and more to use this Sopibara in your lecture, I think.
Excellent. In my course, you mean the course I'm teaching? Yes, you could come to you could visit the course. That would be great. And we could show it.
You can introduce this project to your project because you advise this a lot for our project. So you can introduce the project as your advisor, because we did a lot of thankful to advise or just for saying that this is a great feedback for us. So I just have to author is not just for thankful. It's a lot of hopeful to collaborate other teams or just you please use our products. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So before the
I'll stop sharing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. That's great.
But it's
And
great. Yeah.
well, before end the meeting, I just want to ask just a little question about the India projects. You said there is some. They once discussed Shakespeare or other philosophers or actors. I don't know the another counterpart person whose name is. But if you're okay, could you connect for the sharing the process, sharing for
Kalidasa. That's the name.
Kalidasa. Oh.
Oh, so they just, it was just that the organizer of the festival had heard of my chatbots and thought and asked me to do a kind of debate between those two, Kalidasa.
Yeah.
But so I worked on it a little bit. But I didn't demonstrate it. But I worked on precisely this problem that we just noticed, that in a debate mode, that they respond to each other, and so you have to put that in the, one response has to become the input, and then you have to change the system prompt of the philosophers from a debate between user and the chatbot to the debate itself. That's what I found.
Yeah. So why I ask just this question is this is I think is if they want to do share the ideas with us, I or another people can join the simple meeting with online, I think.
They're not, I'm not describing it correctly. This is not a research group or anything like that. This is just the Jaipur Literary Festival. This is where I go a lot. It's a big literary festival. And they have many discussions and all. I go there every couple of years. And so they asked me to do, originally, it didn't happen, but originally they asked me to, as a presentation, as in one event of these hundreds of events, to do this debate. And it ended up not happening because they realized this is too complicated, and so I just participated in some the podium's discussions about AI and culture. So this is not a research group. They're not. It was just the organizer hearing about my philosophical chatbots thought, oh, wouldn't it be funny to have a debate like that? So that's what it is. Yeah, that's all it is.
That could be just simple. Examples about that, right? So the examples of discussing with Shakespeare and Kalidasa. Yeah, could be an example. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I saw an interview with you on YouTube before. Is it right?
I from the festival, I think they put a lot of stuff online.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions to the professor?
No, I mean, I already asked my questions. I think it's great. So I think that the main task, as you know, is to make the debate between the chatbots work clearer, and make the answer a clearer rebuttal, a critique of the first position. I think that seems to me the one thing you need to work on. But otherwise, I think it's great.
Okay. Thank you for having a late night with team members, having a good time with us. And if we have a time, we could see the 13th February in the same time if you're okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day, Mark.
Yeah. You have a good evening. Yes.
Yeah. Good night should be. Yeah. Thank you for having a time, and the meeting is over, I think. See
Yes,
you
thank
in
you.
13th February. Bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.